Yeah, hello guys, welcome to Manuscript. My name is Manu. I'm so happy that you're watching this video today. And what did I want to say? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video today. And so today, I'd like us to talk a very interesting story. I'm going to share a very interesting story of mine. Actually, it's a testimony of mine, and I think this is the best testimony. Okay, the best testimony. I love sharing this testimony because this was because this was a decision that I just made in my heart. Like I can say I was prepared for what was to happen. I was prepared for this testimony, something like that. Yes. And so our topic today is being unashamed, not being ashamed of the gospel of Christ. And so we are going to base this video in the book of Romans. Yes, in Romans chapter 1 verse number 16. Yes, Romans chapter 1 verse number 16. Let me just read that. Romans chapter 1 verse number 16. Romans chapter 1 verse number 16, and it says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believes, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek." Romans 1 verse number 16. I'm not ashamed. And so this is my story. I remember when I was in high school, I was not a good performer. I remember in high school, since Form 1 to Form 4, I used to get, I'm going to be frank with you because that is almost 5 years ago. So I'm not afraid to say my grade. And so I used to get a D minor, D minor. There's a time I also got an E, I remember. And so mainly, averagely, when I've scored averagely, I will get a D stand and D minor. But when I've passed exceedingly, I remember one time I got a D plus and I almost took my report from home. Okay, I normally take my report from home, but this time I was so happy getting a D plus, and so I was not a good performer in high school, and more so mathematics and sciences. I was not good in those. And now it came when I was in Form 4. I'm supposed to do my final exam in Form 4. And now the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, KCSE, is now coming. The final exam, I'm supposed to do this final exam, and here I am, a poor performer, getting E's and D's. And so during our time, actually during the year that I did my national exam, there was a lot of leakage. People cheated in exam. There was a lot of leaking of the exams, like people getting the papers and the exams before the time of the exam. And so that happened a lot during the time that I finished, during the year that I finished. And so in the school where I was, there was also leaking because it was all over. And so for me, I remember as we began the year, the first term, there are three terms in a year. And so first term, second term, that term. In first term, I made a decision, and I had those friends of mine whom we used to go to the Christian Union together. And so I remember they will come to me and ask me, "But hey Manu, are you going to leak in these exams?" And I will be like, no. I had made a decision to myself, because after reading the story of Daniel, the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, how these guys, like, they were ready to be thrown into the fire, and also Daniel was ready to be thrown into the den of lions, but not instead of bowing down to the king, instead of doing something that is not according to God's will. And so I read their story, and the story of Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego encouraged me a lot. And so I decided to put my faith to the test in Form 4 first term. And so I decided I'm not going to leak. Even if everyone else leaks, I'm not going to leak. That is first term. And so we went first term, second term. Remember, I'm a D minor performer, and so first term, second term. And so that term came, and here's the national exam. And so people are like, "Hey Manu, but hey, here's the leakage. Come, let's revise." But because I had made this decision, I talked to God. I can say I called God for a meeting, and I told God, now let's talk. Yeah, and so I told God, I'm not going to leak in these exams. I'm going to trust you in these exams, and I'm going to, because I'm a Christian, I'll not like to compromise my Christianity because of these exams. And so God, I'm going to stand with you, and God, I pray that you don't fail me this time, because I had a chance of using that leakage and passing. But God, I don't want to go that way. I want to go your way. I want to be honest, both to myself and also to you, God. Yeah, and so I decided I'm not going to leak. And so that time is here. People were revising the leakage, the exam that you are going to do in the exam room. That is what people are revising for. People are not revising everything, they were just revising the specific questions. And so that means I used to revise alone because I don't want anything to do with the leakage. I used to revise alone, and even my closest friends, I will not revise together with them because they were revising the leakage. And so it was a very, very hard time for me because I love talking to people. I don't love being alone. I love expressing myself to people according to my personality. But now at this time, a whole 3 weeks, I had to be alone, just revising by myself. And every time before I will go to the exam room, I just told God, I remember I'll tell God, hey God, I've just read this, I'm trusting in you. God, go ahead of me, be with me. And so I did my revision well, and so we did the exam and it was over. And so that was the most difficult time of my life because I was alone. I was not talking to anyone. Yes, and so I cleared, and so the results came maybe almost 1 month later. The results were out, and now results coming out, like people will look at their results, and then the first person to call was me. And so Manu, what grade did you get? Like they were expecting I'll get an E because I never leaked. And so as they would all call me, hey Manu, what's your grade? And I'll be like, actually I'm not going to tell you, I'll just send you everything. And so I will send my results. I got a C minor. And so a C minor to me actually was like an A, because since Form 2 I've never touched a C. The highest I had ever gone to was a D plus, and that was I almost did a celebration at home. Anyway, yes, a C minor was the grade that I got in Form 4, and I was so happy. Like I jumped all over the estate. I was just there jumping, very happy about this. And so after that, I remember after I was now through with the jumping and celebration, I came and sat down, and I was like, okay, so with this C minor, which university will I go to? I want to do mass communication, I want to do journalism. And so in which university will I go to and do journalism with this C minor? But then I just went to God and I told God, God, because I prayed to you that you don't fail me because I'm not leaking, don't fail me in my exams. And so God, I'm trusting you because you gave me this C minor, you know where you're going to take this C minor. And so God, I'm trusting you. And I had no stress. I just left everything to God. Right now I'm talking to you guys, I've already gone to campus. I've done my diploma. And so I started at a diploma level. I've done my diploma in mass communication. I've completed and graduated. I'm now currently doing my degree, my bachelor's in mass communication. And I've already done short courses in film. I'm more interested in film production. And so I've done short courses in film production. I've done a lot of workshops in photography, in video and everything. Yes, and so in addition to my diploma, I have also more certificates and more qualifications. Matters my passion, that is media. Yes, and so I normally look back and remembering the grade which I got, the C minor, like God had a plan giving me that C minor. And here I am talking to you, making videos on YouTube. Yeah, and so currently having 2 YouTube channels, these manuscripts, and also this is also a YouTube channel by the name Life Probe. Yeah, and so that's me, that's my friend. My friend and I. Yes, and so this is a YouTube channel that we came up with together with my friend, and now this is manuscript. I'm creating content on media after having gotten a C minor, and this is just one among many things that God has done since I decided to stand with God at that time. Being unashamed, like people are like, hey, now you're pretending that you're a Christian, you're going to get an E, you're going to fail. But I decided no matter what, actually out of 276 students, only one student, Manu, never leaked. And I'm not bragging or anything, but I'm just thankful to God that I made that decision. Like because I normally think now, in the future as I'll get my children, I have a story to tell my children about where God has brought me from, how I never leaked, and still God made a way. Yes, and so standing with God, no matter the situation, no matter the choice that you have, if it's either standing with God and $1 million shillings that you're supposed to be given, even if it's a job opportunity that you're supposed to get because of bribing, are you going to bribe so that you can get that job opportunity, or are you going just to trust in God that God is going to bring your job opportunity? Are you going to bribe that police officer so that you can be released out of them maybe arresting you because of a certain thing that you've done, are you going to trust in God? Yes, and so be very confident. Don't be ashamed of people knowing that you're a Christian. Like most people in our generation, they are afraid of people identifying them as Christians. I like, hey, if people know that I'm a Christian, they'll see as if I'm like I'm not even fun to be around with. Who said Christianity is not fun? Actually, Christianity is the funniest, not funniest, okay, the most, like, it's very interesting and very exciting to me. Being a Christian, that's the most interesting thing in my life. And so I encourage you, whatever decision it is that you want to make in your life right now, may you choose to stand with God. Don't be ashamed of people knowing that you are born again. Don't be ashamed of standing with God in whatever situation it is. And I believe God is going to help you. God is going to give you the grace and the strength even to stand at such a time as this. Yes, that's all. At least now you know one of my testimony, you know my grades in high school, and yes. And so thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm trusting God that more videos are coming up soon. More videos as God speaks. As I said, manuscripts, God speaks and I script it. Whatever God puts in my heart, that's what I share with you. And so thank you so much guys for watching this video. Remember to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so that each and every time I get to upload right here on Manuscript, you get to be notified. Yes, and in addition, you can also subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Life Probe. Yeah, you can also subscribe to the other YouTube channel, and it's a vlog channel. Yes, this is a Christian based channel. It's a vlog channel, and God is going to bless you. Thank you so much. See you. Actually, in the comment section, tell me a story or give and share your testimony of what God has done for you after you decided to stand with God no matter what. Give us the testimony down in the description, in the comments. Actually, in the comment section, tell us that story. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye.